Hey everybody, my name's Erin and I'm here today to do the 20 questions book tag. I was tagged by Livriomer and I will link his channel down below. So thank you so much for tagging me. I'm super excited to do these because these are some very strange questions. So let's go ahead and get started. Question number 1. What's the nearest place to you that's so famous everybody knows it? And how near is it? Well, I live in Memphis, and I feel like people hear of Memphis because of Elvis Presley. So there you go. Question number 2. Have you ever had a paper cut so bad you thought you might die? I am a teacher, so I sort and grade and rip out a ton of papers. I have had more than my fair share of paper cuts, and I don't think that I've had any that made me want to die, but I've definitely had some that I complained about to anybody who would listen, especially the ones that are like on your knuckles or like the webbing between your fingers. Yeah, not a fan of paper cuts. Question number 3. Have you ever found anything genuinely valuable in a used book? No. I wish I had. That sounds really cool. I've always wanted to find like a letter or something in a used book, but sadly, I have not. All right, number 4. Have you ever read, met, or married Jacques Barzun? I didn't know who that was, so I watched the original video, which is also linked down below, and he is apparently a critic, like a book critic, and so no, I had not ever heard of him. I don't really have any desire to like read book critics, which is weird because that's kind of what a booktuber is in some form, but I guess I'd rather watch book critics than read book critics. 5. Aside from your pets, what is the specific non-human animal you see most often? Spiders? Actually, wasps. My classroom was super warm the last few days because it's starting to get hot here, but we still had the heat on from the last few weeks. And so I've had my window open a lot, and every day we've had a few wasps fly in, and my kids immediately notice and point out any wasp that enters their vicinity. Number 6, have you ever been inside a cathedral? If more than one, do you have a favorite? I've definitely been inside some cool cathedrals. I went when we were in Paris. I saw the outside of the Notre Dame, but we didn't go in because there was a huge line. There's also a really cool cathedral in DC that I've seen the inside of that was really beautiful, and it stands out in my memory, but I don't remember what it's called. Number 8, do you have blood relatives who read for pleasure? Yes. I mean, my brother and my sister definitely read for pleasure. My dad has picked up reading a lot more recently, and so we're all trying to kind of find books that he enjoys, and that's been a lot of fun. Growing up, my grandma would read books to me a lot. Both my grandparents would read books to me a lot. I don't know if they read for pleasure, but that definitely kind of felt like it. And I also have an aunt who reads a ton, and whenever I see her, we talk about books. 9. How many species have you smooched smack dab on the lips? Uh, I don't kiss my pets on the lips. I definitely love my cat a lot, but on the lips, not for me. So, I guess that answers that. All right, number 10, moving on. Do you ever listen to the radio? Any favorite program or person? I used to listen to the radio a lot, and then I found podcasts and audiobooks. Again, with teaching, I do try and listen to like the top 40 just to kind of stay up to date, and I usually enjoy those. I'm pretty open as far as it comes to music. So, number 11, have you ever been to the Eiffel Tower, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or the Louvre? I was in Paris for a day and a half, and we did a ton of stuff. We walked to Notre Dame, then we walked to the catacombs. We didn't go in either of those, but we were there. We walked to the Eiffel Tower and the Arch, and then when we were at the Eiffel Tower, we went up to the second level, which was a ton of stairs, and then we walked to the Louvre and had like 2 hours there before it closed. And so by the end of the day, I was exhausted. But we knocked off quite a few of those Paris heavy hitters. 12. What little thing do you miss most that you've lost due to the pandemic? I mean, there are definitely big things that people miss that would be easy to name, but I think the little thing, or the thing I didn't think about, was coffee shops. I usually do a lot of grading and little work on the weekends, and I would go to a coffee shop just to kind of get myself motivated and make sure that I got actual work done, and I miss that a lot. 13. What little thing do you miss least that you've lost due to the pandemic? I'm happy that we stay 6 feet apart and that you have a dot on the floor to show you how far to stand behind me. And yeah, I didn't lose personal space, I gained personal space, but the loss of, I don't know what that loss is, but I gained personal space and I enjoy it. Number 14, what's your relationship with small talk? Hate it like acid, love it, or merely competent? I hate small talk. I'm not good at it. I have developed coping mechanisms throughout my life because it used to just drive me crazy. But now I've kind of created a list of like topics if there's ever a lull, or if I'm with somebody who's not, able to like just carry the conversation for me. But yeah, I always joke that like getting my hair done is a mix of my like favorite and least favorite things, because it's like 2 hours of someone playing with my hair and taking care of me, and then 2 hours of small talk at the same time. 15, have you ever won money at gambling? Yes, a little bit. I've only gambled a few times. I was in Vegas and I've gambled there, and I've gambled on a cruise ship, but both times, though, like when you first go into the casino, they give you a card of like free money to get you incentivized, like here's $25 on us on this little card, and I stopped after that. So I won, I don't know, like $7, but gambling, it didn't really excite me. Have you ever given money or time to charities? My family has always been very giving. My dad does bags for homeless people. He puts in, everything from food to socks to Band-Aids to ponchos, and hands those out. And so we've done that for a while, and other random things throughout my life. Yeah, for sure. Number 17, do you craft? They say knitting, crocheting, woodworking, and pottery throwing are the examples they give. I definitely craft. I usually go in spurts, so I know how to knit, but I haven't done any knitting in quite a while, and I'm at like an entry-level knitting. I can knit like a rectangle, anything in a rectangle square shape. I can't do anything more than that. Number 18, do you talk to yourself when you are alone? Not very often. I talk to my cat. I sometimes tend to sing songs about whatever I'm doing, so they're not good songs. It's just kind of narrating my life through song. I think I talk to myself the most at the grocery store, because I'm kind of muttering about what I need to get and what's coming up next in the aisle lineup. So that probably comes across real well. Number 19, were you / are you a social queen bee in college? I think the small talk thing can probably answer that question, but no. I had a good group of friends in college who were more nerdy than social queen bee. And the last question, are you a sunrise or sunset person? I am definitely a sunset person. I do not like getting out of bed each morning, and yeah, if I'm seeing the sunrise, I'm probably grumpy about it. That is the 20 questions tag. It was super fun, very random questions, but I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. I don't have anybody to tag right now, but if you want to do this tag, let me know so I can watch the videos, or just answer some of these fun questions in the comments down below. And I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.